there's a fly in here. Get lost. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Where are we now? Biggest surprise. That book is absolutely amazing. 5 stars without a doubt. Hello you guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are doing a mid-year Freakout book tag. I am very happy and excited to do this video for you. Honestly, I haven't read as much this year as I would have loved to, but I have obviously read books this year, and it's just been a mix mash of all sorts of kind of books. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you get to learn what I'm looking forward to by the end of the year, the books that I've read and that I've enjoyed. I just hope you enjoy this video. I love you millions and millions, and if you're new here, please subscribe. I would love to have you around on my channel. The more the merrier. And yeah, let's talk about some books. So the first question is best book you have read so far. That has to be The Last Chance Hotel by Nikki Thornton. This is a wonderful book. I will read the back of it for you because it just sums it up perfectly. Welcome to the Last Chance Hotel. Seth is a downtrodden kitchen boy at the remote Last Chance Hotel owned by the nasty Bunn family. His only friend is a black cat nightshade, but when a strange gathering of magicians arrives for dinner, kindly Dr. Thalamus is poisoned by Seth's special dessert. A murder investigation ensues and Seth is the main suspect. The funny thing is, he's innocent. Can he solve the mystery and clear his name, especially when magic's afoot? So this is just a cozy, magic-y murder mystery, and I love this so much. This is a 5-star for me. I only just finished reading it and it's amazing. I love it so much. I also have the Scrumdiddlyumptious Cafe that is by Nikki Thornton. I've read that and that is amazing. I love her books so much and I'm really looking forward to picking up The Bad Luck Lighthouse, I think it's called. So Nikki Thornton, amazing. I love her and I'm really excited to read other books that she comes out with. The next question is best sequel. Now for this I have chosen Rachel's Holiday, and the reason why I'm choosing this is because one, it's one of the only sequels I've read this year, and I really like Marianne Key's writing. It's quite a heavy book. It's about this young woman who is living in New York City, but she has a bit of a problem. I can't really include the words on the video because I don't want to get demonetized, but she has an addiction. She has this health scare and her parents find out and they basically ship her back to Ireland to her family, where she's then put into rehab. And the reason why I'm choosing this as the best sequel is because it covers a really deep subject, but Marianne Keyes does it in a way that's really lighthearted but honest, and I really enjoy that from her writing. So I'm halfway through this and I am enjoying it. I'm going to pick it back up soon in one of my reading vlogs, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'm just really enjoying this book. Oh, there's a fly in here. Get lost. How on earth did that get in here? I'm really enjoying this book. I love it very much, and I think you should check out Marianne Keyes because she's not talked about enough in my opinion. I think she's a brilliant writer and she's just amazing. More people need to talk about her. New release you haven't read yet but want to. That is going to be The Drink Shrink by Zoe McCann. I haven't read this book yet. It's not a new release. It came out in... when did it come out? In 2024, so it's a relatively new release, but it's just a really interesting type of book. It's told through cocktail recipes and text messages, so you can kind of get a bit of an idea there. It's like a mixed media type of book. I'm gonna have to kill that fly. Be right back. Sorry to all those who... oh, I might be able to let it out the window. Hold on. It went out the window. I didn't kill it, I promise you. So where were we? A new release you haven't read yet but want to. The Drink Shrink. So this sounds really good. It's told through cocktail recipes, text messages and diary entries, I think. And It's about this young woman called Claudia. It says Claudia Kelly couldn't be happier about her marriage ending. Okay, she might be single, childless, and working in a bar, but she's got insight and she can't put a price on that. Besides, she's embarking on a new literary project that she expects will turn out to be her passport to success. A self-help book dispensing cocktail-based solutions to life's most pressing dilemmas. From financial hardship to infertility, Claudia's experienced them all, and she doesn't see why she can't plumb the depths of her own misery for laughs, especially seeing as she's 100% over all the things that have happened to her, her divorce included. Told through text messages and cocktail recipes, the Drink Shrink tells the story of 30-something's efforts to rebuild her life with the help of a cocktail or three. You'll laugh, you'll cry, and you'll come away convinced that when life gives you lemons, there's only one sensible solution: put them in your gin. So this just sounds like nothing I've ever read before, and I'm really curious about this, and it's a really gorgeous edition. Like, it's really nicely done. So I recommend picking this up. I haven't read it yet, but I am really excited to do so. Most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Now for this, I've chosen The Elsewhere Express by Samantha Soto Yambeo. Yambeo, I'm gonna go with that. This sounds really unique, and I really don't know much about the new releases coming out this year, but this sounds like a really different type of book, and the cover of it looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really excited to look at that and to read that, and it just sounds so unique and different. It's about a train that collects lost souls, I think. That's roughly the gist of what I got from the story. I should have looked it up more, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think it's about a train that collects lost souls, and it just sounds whimsical. It says there's some darker elements, so it just sounds really, really good. 5, biggest disappointment. Now, I'm afraid I'm going to have to mention The Vow by Barbara Avon. It wasn't a bad book. It's good for someone who just wants a simple romance. But for me, the plot was too basic, and I really wish it wasn't the case. But yeah, it was just too basic for me, and it's disappointing. But I'm not saying this is a bad book. It is a good book, but it's just not for me. So yeah, this was the most disappointing read for me, but nevertheless, it's good for someone who just wants a simple romance. The back of the book says, "I'm an author." Impressive. Not really, but I epitomise the starving artist. What if I gave you everything you needed, a house, money, time? There's just one catch. Your story has to be about us falling in love. So it's an interesting premise, but it didn't hit what I wanted it to. So that's this book, The Vow by Barbara Avon. Where are we now? Biggest surprise, that would have to be Holly by Stephen King. I haven't read many of Stephen King's books, but I am intrigued to pick up more from him. I'm not really like a kind of horror person, and I don't think I ever will be, but I am interested in picking up his other books that aren't horror. Like, I think there's one called 11/22/53 or something like that. I can't remember the name of the book, but I'm interested in reading that book. And I think, yeah, the next question is favourite new author, and that would be Stephen King, as I've just mentioned. Holly by Stephen King was absolutely fantastic. That was such a good, gripping book, and it's perfect for someone that wants a thriller, that is interested in dipping their toe into Stephen King's work but isn't interested in horror. I really enjoyed it, and it was so good, so I'm interested in picking up more of his work. He's just a really great author. You can't deny that by how successful he has been in his career, so I'm really interested in picking up more from him. Newest fictional crush or worst book? Now, I don't really have fictional crushes, so worst book I would have to say that I've picked up that I didn't enjoy was Hazelthorne by C.B. Cobbs or C.G. Cobbs, something like that. I can't remember their last name, but that was a disappointment for me because I just found the writing to be quite repetitive in some ways. It wasn't a bad book, I have to say, it wasn't a bad book, and it's been very successful all in all. There's lots of people that really like Hazelthorne, but for me, there was just parts of it that was too repetitive in the writing. Like, I think the writer uses the phrase "stop it, stop it, stop it" so many times, or "no, no, no," and it's just I just found it really frustrating, and it really took me out of the story. And I didn't necessarily enjoy the way the writer wrote the character. It just didn't gel for me. It just wasn't my it wasn't my cup of tea, but it's not a bad book. If you are interested in picking up Hazelthorne, then by all means read it and let me know what you think of that book. It wasn't for me. Newest fictional character. Now, going back, I would have to say Rachel by Marianne Keyes. I have already talked about that book, so I won't go into that, but my newest favourite character is Rachel, and I really like her. She is just so honest and funny, and I really like how she's portrayed in the pages of the book. She is just so realistic, and she's an honest character, and you really feel like you can relate to her. Well, I do anyway, and I really am enjoying her perspective. Number 10, a book that made you cry. Now, this is a most recent book, and that is The Seven Husbands by Evelyn Hugo. That was I'm just gonna move positions here to get comfortable. That was a really unique book that I have never read before, and it made me cry. And it's not necessarily a book that I would always recommend to people because it's very unique, but I am really interested in more of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books because that was such a powerfully written story, and I really enjoyed it for that. So Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Question number 11, a book that made you happy. The Faraway Inn by Sarah Beth Durst. That book is absolutely amazing. 5 stars without a doubt. It's fantastic, and it's so light and fluffy and whimsical and cozy, and it's just the best kind of story. It's about a young girl, I can't remember her name, Kiara or Clara or something like that. I remember her name was difficult to pronounce, but yeah, I really enjoyed that book. It's about a young girl, let's say she's called Clara, and she goes to work at her aunt's faraway inn, and she learns that through trying to get this faraway inn that's quite dilapidated and run down, she decides that she wants to help fix it up for her aunt, and that way she will let her stay further through her summer holidays in the inn. So she dedicates this time to making this inn look pretty, making it just work better as an inn. And the aunt slowly is worn down. She's like, right, okay, yeah, you can stay for the summer holidays. And it's just this wonderful, magical, whimsical story, and it's so light-hearted and fun, and I love it so much. Beautiful book cover design. Now that would have to be The Daisy Chain Flower Shop by Laurie Gilmore. This is a beautiful book. Ouch. This is a beautiful a beautiful cover, and I'm really excited to pick this up and read it. I haven't read it yet, but it just looks so perfect. I really enjoyed the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, so I'm really looking forward to picking this up and seeing what this is like. No idea. I know roughly what it's about. It's obviously based in Dream Harbour, which is where her stories are taking place, and I really like that there's like a map on the inside where you can see all the shops that she has written books about. So I'm really looking forward to picking this up. I'm hoping to do so today, so I'm really looking forward to this. What books are you prioritizing to read by the end of the year? Now I have 2 books here. First of all, I have A Day of Fallen Night by Samantha King. This is the sequel to The Priory of the Orange Tree, and I really can't wait to read this. I loved The Priory of the Orange Tree. It was absolutely, it's probably like a 5-star now that I really think about it, because it was just so complex and fantastical, and it was just perfect. I remember I read that book in 2 weeks, and it's like an 800-page book, so that's really fast for me. Like, if you know me, I take a while to read my books, so the fact that I read that book in 2 weeks was outstanding. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm really excited to read this, and it's also a really lovely cover. So I guess I could probably choose this as well for like most beautiful cover design, but I'm going to stick with the Daisy Chain Flower Shop. But I'm really excited to pick this up. And I also have my reread of The Cutthroat Cafe. I was getting it wrong. I kept saying the Scrumdiddlyumptious Cafe, but The Cutthroat Cafe. I'm really looking forward to this. I've already read this. It's by Nikki Thornton, and I am just excited to dive back into this book. And I'm going to pick up the Bad Luck Lighthouse by her, and she's also got another series that has come out which I'm really interested in reading, but I can't remember the name of that. But yeah, those are all the books, my thoughts of what I've read this year so far, what I've enjoyed, what hasn't been hitting for me, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm excited to see how the rest of this year goes. I am very excited for autumn because that is the next season and I can't stop thinking about it. Don't get me wrong, the summer is nice because you get longer days and I really enjoy that, but I am so excited for fall. Like, it's going to be absolutely amazing, top tier. So those are all the books that I have read and that I'm looking forward to reading. I love you guys so much. Let me know in the comments down below what you have been reading, what you've enjoyed, your favourite fictional character, your worst book of the year so far. Let me know. I would love to know. I love you millions, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.